Well, good evening and happy Valentine's Day. My name is Chernoff, and my associate Jill Miller is with us this evening as well. I've learned something already, as someone else mentioned. I need to change therapists as well. But for those of you that haven't recognized, the accent is Canadian. So if you need any translation as I tell a little story, I'd be happy to translate for you. I am initially from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in Canada, which for those of you that aren't as familiar with Canadian geography, sits right above North Dakota. Beautiful in the summer, 40 below in the winter. Most men, when they go outside in Saskatchewan, take a step outside and their testicles come up to their necks looking for a warmer place to go. We don't quite see that weather here in Indianapolis. So when I moved to Indiana, it was really like moving to Florida in many ways. I have offices here in Indianapolis, in Newport Beach, in Beverly Hills, as well as in Santa Rosa. And from a cosmetic surgery standpoint, I think there are many false impressions as it relates to what we do. Our practice stems from head to toe. How many of you looked in the mirror today? Show of hands. And why did you do that? So remember, when I quit talking tonight, that's your clue for little audience participation. So why did you look in the mirror today? Anyone? To shave. Why do you shave? I don't know. So women, why did you look in the mirror tonight?
So I could get this eyelash stuck, which is...
You can get the eyelash. Maybe to look your best.
Yes.
And I think that's something that whether we be women, whether we be men, my practice 20 years ago would have been 90% women, 10% men. It's 50-50 now. So I see as many guys coming in as I see women coming in from head to toe. And when it comes to stories from head to toe, I do a lot of transgender surgery. I have a lot of men becoming women here in Indianapolis. I do vaginal rejuvenation surgery, so we've got some great stories we could get into. But most of all, what I do on a daily basis is to help people look their best. Because all of us, men or women, when we look in the mirror, all of us have a feature that perhaps we'd like to improve upon if we could, that has a negative impact on our self-esteem. And with the theme being looking for love in all the wrong places, every day I meet patients who come to my office thinking that getting a little something done will cure infidelity. Wrong. Every day, as we mentioned, one of the things that I do very proudly, I donate my surgery to victims of violence and victims of domestic violence. Every week I meet women who come in that think that getting a little something done will make their loved ones stop abusing them. Wrong. But every day I meet people who come in and they say, it's not about looking younger, I just want to look my best. I'm tired of being asked why I look so tired after I've had 8 hours of sleep. If I'm having a good day and I have some deep scowl lines, I'm tired of people asking me if I'm angry when I'm not. So whatever the reason, and the reason is very individual, all of us have different reasons for wanting to come in to look our best. And I think one of the cutest and one of my most favorite patients was a 90-year-old patient. And you know, with healthcare being what it is these days, it's not unrealistic for all of us in this room to expect to live to be 90. And I'm seeing many more 70, 80, 90-year-old patients coming in with letters from their family physicians saying, don't discriminate against this patient because of their chronological age. They are the biological age of someone in their 50s. So in my Northern California office, I saw a 91-year-old patient who came in. And ladies, it's funny how this story tends to repeat itself. I said, what brought you in today? She said, well, I've outlived my first husband. I said, yes. She said, I outlived my second husband. I said, yes. She said, I've given to my children, I've put away for my grandchildren, and I just want to do something nice for myself. Well, she was wanting me to do quite a host of things to her that totaled in the neighborhood of $30,000, $40,000. And I said, you know, you're 91, you're wanting to do all of this. What happens if you die next year? To which she didn't skip a beat, but looked me in the eye and said, well, I guess I'll look damn good in the coffin. And that's really the mentality also that we see. All of us have choices, and it's really all about choices. I hear so often the word vanity. There's no such thing as the word vanity. It's all about maintenance. If your house needs painting, what do? Get painted. At least we have a down-to-earth audience. I asked this question in Los Angeles a few months ago, and a woman put up her hand and she said, "You move." So just more down-to-earth here. All of us have reasons for doing what we want to do, and they're very individual. And those reasons for doing what we want to do aren't to be judged by anyone, whether we're male, female, whatever age. What do you think happened after I did surgery on that patient? What do you think she did next? She married her third husband. You know how old he was? 54. And the moral of that story then is typically if we take good care of you, and there's such a difference between taking good care of our patients and just doing things to people. But usually if we take good care of you, we typically see your loved ones within a year. And they come in and they say, "You know what, that really wasn't so bad, what my loved one went through. And I'm starting to see a few things that are issues to me." So to look for love in the right places, you have to first look at yourself and love yourself. And we hear that's sometimes cliche, but it is so true. And I see that every day. I'm always amazed at how some of the smallest changes can make such huge differences from a self-esteem standpoint. And so there are many other stories, and I hear tremendous stories on a daily basis. So I'm always happy to share stories. When you come in, we brought some Valentine's Day gifts for you that Jill will leave at the back. It's been a real pleasure to be with you. I have a 13-year-old daughter that's a tremendous storyteller. And so storytelling has, for a dumb Canadian, has been part of my life, all of my life. And it's really been a privilege to share with you this evening. And we look forward to getting to know you more. I've offered to be a sponsor here down the road as well. So it's been a real pleasure to meet you, and happy Valentine's Day.